Today we're going to be learning Mishnah Sukkah, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Yud. We're nearing the end of the Perek. We've discussed various different topics already about Sukkah, Sukkah walls, Sukkah schach, spaces and holes in Sukkah, and so on and so forth. Today's Mishnah is discussing a couple of interesting halacha, one of which is called a dofen akuma, a leaning wall, which is a halacha l'Moshe Sinai. It's something that was specifically handed down by Moshe through the generations. And the way that it works basically is that when you have an area that goes straight up and then across, creating a 90-degree angle, the space, if it's small enough yet closed on top, is considered as though it is an angled wall, and the space is negated as though the wall is actually coming to the schach. And that's important to understand in this Mishnah. The first case in the Mishnah tells us the following. Bayit, a house, sheniftachat, that the roof is open. So the way we explained it in class is that, as you can see, we had this great idea someone was going to build a house, and instead of making a door in the wall, they made a door on the top so you can jump in. Although the truth is, this case really is talking about not needing a trampoline, but where there's actually a broken ceiling, where the ceiling is collapsed in one spot in the house. The rest of it is all still intact, and I want to just drop schach over the hole in the ceiling to make it into a sukkah. So bayit sheniftachat, a house with a roof that is open, v'sichuch al gabav, and I put schach on top of it. So the Mishnah tells me, im yesh min hakotel, if there is from the wall till the space where my schach is going to begin, where the hole in the ceiling is, im yesh min hakotel, if there is from the wall l'sichuch to the schach, arba amot, 4 arms breadths. As we said, an amma is the size of an arm from the top of the finger until the elbow, roughly 24 inches, between 18 and 24. It's machloket. So im yesh, if there is min hakotel from the wall l'sichuch to the schach, arba amot, 4 tvachim, psula, it is possible. It's too much space, and we cannot apply the rule of dofen akuma in that particular case. The Mishnah continues and says, v'chein, and the same halacha of there being 4 amot applies in the following case. Chatzer, a courtyard, shehi mukefet, that is covered, it's around it, has this whole area that is covered, achsandra, with an overhang. In other words, you've got, as you see here, you have the wall comes up, and the wall coming up on the other side, and over is an overhang. One side is a building, it's closed off, the other side is open, and I want to count this closed wall and the ceiling as though it's a dofen akuma, allowing me to get into the next area as though it's part of my sukkah. So the same halacha would apply, where 4 amot would be the maximum amount of space allowed over the top. Third part of the Mishnah, sukkah gedola, a very large sukkah, meaning that it is more than 7 amot in each direction. So in this particular sukkah, he made 100% kasher. The sukkah had regular schach over the entire thing. Shehikifuha b'davar, shehikifuha, that he covers it, b'davar she'ein misachin bo, with something not usable for schach. We have 2 rules what's not usable for schach. Either A, it does not grow from the ground, and B, it is not. It is a davar she'mekabel tumah, so it's able to become impure. So neither of those, if both those rules don't exist, then we can't use it for schach. So you built a regular sukkah and put regular schach on, and then covered part of it with this particular material. As we see here, this would be the outline for an awning, what we call a shlach, to cover our sukkah from rain. So in that case, where we have it still hanging over part of our sukkah, so im yesh tachtav, if underneath the covered area there is arba amot, there are 4 amot or more from the wall till where the covering ends, psula, it's puzzle. So this Mishnah is dealing with cases where you have too much space from the wall until the schach begins, not allowing the concept of what's called a dofen akuma, a leaning wall, to kick in. Again, dofen akuma is a wall where it's leaning and it's less than a dalet amot. It was not leaning, it's straight up, it has a right angle, so we pretend that whole area doesn't exist and the wall is actually leaning in. Have a wonderful, awesome day.